All right. Sorry, I had to stop and start to for whatever reason. OBS was fucking up. Not to mention we overslept past the so that's why we're late. Normally we'd be on time. I don't know what's going on recently in my body. It wanting more and more. I don't know if I'm but how's chat? Starting stuff. I'm sure it'll work. Pineapple is on.
Team 17!
Sassy Chap Games.
Date everything.
Literally got around in here and do everything. Have time to eat. Alrighty.
Ah, so you've returned to Chimneyland. Can't say I blame you. What a gloriously sinister place. Oh, you aren't finished with me in the attic, you know. As soon as you're ready, I'll let Cam and Art know that we're continuing.
That'll be
wonderful. Your enthusiasm overwhelms me.
I thought we might have some happen. Goodness. Goodness. Well, if you weren't here last night, we did a lot of progress. That's right. Got stuff hung up.
Well, say howdy, honey. Don't you look nice today?
I've been looking up a style.
I can tell. Oh, you know, just catching up on some reading, some novels, a bit of light research.
What kind of reason?
Mostly abiological history. You know, when dust first started settling and forming into bunnies, historical data, that sort of thing. Also parsing through archaeological research. Mite morphology. Translating timeless, tarnished texts. The basics.
Like you're a real academic.
That's right. I'm tenured at DIRT, the Domestic Institute of Research and Technology. I've been teaching there for, oh gosh, I finished my first PhD 8 years ago. Plus, my time as a PTI during my master's, so... 114 years?
Wow, that would never.
Oh, you wouldn't have, huh? Oh, I see. You saw the ears and the pout and the getup and immediately thought, oh look, there's a silly little bimbo.
I mean, yeah, kind of.
It's okay. Honestly, I understand the sentiment. I've gotten it all my existence. Pretty face, slim waist, curves of dirt in all the right places. Why would I want to work at anything at all? Truth be told, even though the body came first, the bunny ears came after the degrees. Others were already judging me based on my looks. Why not own it? And get paid for it, too.
Amen.
That's right. I was Miss May in the latest edition of Play Bunny magazine.
Oh, Lord. Yes.
Thank you.
So you've conquered media and academia. What's next?
That's a good question. I'm not quite sure. I suppose. Well, what any dust is looking for. Love, friendship. I could tell. Let me be 100% honest with you. I may put myself out there, but work keeps me pretty busy. I don't meet that many new folks, especially humans. I'm very selective about who I spend my time with, and what few others I can let in.
Take me.
Not so fast there, Jackrabbit. I don't fool around on the first date. And I'd call this more of a meet and greet. Why don't we join back up here after a while and try our hand at a proper rendezvous? Bring a good attitude. You let me worry about the details. All you have to do is show up.
I'll be there.
See you around.
Hey there, partner. Nice of you to drop by this place. It's real easy to overlook a coffee table, you know. Coffee tables got to play host to all kinds of beverages and snacks while the main event's going on. Ain't nobody interested in you, as long as you're getting the job done. And speaking of the main event, I'm more of a radio guy myself, but I've been real into this show lately. Real House Knives of Dallas. Oh, you wouldn't believe what those utensils argue about. Charity events and who ended up in whose drawer. Ooh-wee. Ridiculous. Talk about sharp tongues.
You don't strike me as a house, not the kind of guy you.
That's what Koa says. Try as I might, I can't seem to get him to see the appeal of the wives. Right you are, though sometimes I feel he's shut tighter than a clam, and that's coming from me. At least Kopi's into him. I wouldn't have guessed myself, but you see what happens when you judge a book by its cover?
Who was judging?
Anyway, she's real big on house knives. She didn't used to be, but she'd be coming and going making drinks, asking me about why this one don't like the other one. Next thing you know, she's joining me on the couch and having her own opinions. But you ain't come here to talk to me about house knives, did you? So tell me, what can I do you for? All's well here in the living room. Been working real hard today. Think I might take 5 and go get some coffee with Koa.
Maestro, are you here to listen to me perform?
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately, I have nothing to perform today. Nothing is quite ready in my repertoire.
Why
On to
not?
more pressing matters, though. I was hoping we could discuss my rider.
Fighter.
A rider, it is an agreement between the performer and the promoter. I'm sure it's not your fault, seeing as how we've never worked together, but there are certain things I require if I'm expected to give a great performance. Exactly, but more consequential. For starters, I was hoping for a little help with Huvier. Oh, was that his name?
She waves her hand dismissively.
You'll have to excuse me. I tend to cluster around the French composers lately. Still have a touch of the accent, I'm afraid. Well, that's just perfect then, isn't it? You can be my translator. Please tell Huvier that he needs to do something about the dust. It's awful for my pedals. Any more of it and they'll begin to stick. I really did try to explain this to him, but the language barrier was just insurmountable. I'll need a bit of help with Hector too, I'm afraid. Could you please talk to him about the temperature? I need it at a firm 20 degrees, or it's going to wreak havoc on my tuning. Cold? Not in Celsius. Or perhaps, as we are currently outside Sweden, you know of it as the centigrade scale?
Why does Hector keep temperature? Doesn't Hector how you like?
Honestly, I think my accent got in the way again. Same with Lux. I like to be lit a certain way.
Us too.
Everyone around here does seem to be a little... Oh, there's no better way to say it. Unrefined. Speaking of, do we have a lighting designer on staff? That's all right. I was somewhat prepared for this. My friend Celeste was on a loan to a community theater once, and she told me all about their adorable little budgets. Now, if it's all right with you, I'd like to get back to rehearsal. Please do let me know what everyone says. I'm eager to jump into our work once the issues are addressed.
Lux is primping for some imaginary audience when you find them, striking pose after pose. When they see you, they roll their eyes, pausing to address you.
What, you're on a quest or some shit?
I get it.
Oh, yeah, she wants better lighting. Need I point out the total disregard for what I might be doing? Ugh, the utter self-absorption of that request. I mean, if Keys wasn't such a total diva, she might have checked my latest posts. Then she would know that I am super busy with this update on my second snack of the afternoon. Ugh, but fine, whatever. I guess I'm just that essential.
Thanks a lot.
Bye.
All right. Tomorrow we gotta talk to Hector and... Oh, Hoover.
You look like you have something on your mind, my beauty.
Hey, Keith. Temperature and magnitude.
Of course she did. 20 degrees. Could you imagine?
Actually, I think she might.
What? The nerve.
Are you going to be able
Perhaps. I have a converter around here somewhere. But still, she needs to treat us lowly objects a little less like a baroness. Now then, what was I going to say before this interruption? My love, you've returned. There is, you know, the most amazing rush of air in my chest each time I behold you now.
Of course I returned.
What can I say? You inspire me. You are like breathing freedom.
Yo, what's up?
I'm here for Key. You to pedal better.
Man, the nerve on that instrument. She thinks she's so fancy that she wants me to pay special attention to cleaning her feet. That's not a vacuum's job. It's her own damn fault no one wants to play her anymore. If she were nicer, there wouldn't be any dust. Sorry, I just get worked up when people have attitude. Tell her I ain't interested.
Stuck up Key.
Oh, good. I was hoping you'd be back soon. Any progress on my rider?
Lots of progress.
They've done everything I've asked? It doesn't seem like it.
No, they all refuse to accept Hector, although he called you a baroness.
I know that tone of voice. Professional, but hiding dark undertones between those ellipses. You know, this is just like the time I got the lead part in La Vedova, and all the woodwinds pretended they were congested just to take away from my moment. Professional jealousy. That's what this is.
It's more that you didn't appreciate how you went about asking it.
You know what? It doesn't even matter. I won't be here for much longer. How far along are you with your composition? The sooner you're done, the sooner I can get back to my department. What agreement did you have with the music department when they let you collect me?
What agreement I've had.
A friend. You and I both know you have very few of those. My understanding was that they loaned me out to an emerging composer in the theater department, you, to be returned at the completion of your project.
Actually, I don't think I got that.
No one needed to say anything. Why else would the music department loan out their star performer?
You don't think I could have just bought you?
Besides, you're obviously an immensely talented artist. I mean, this space alone is perfect.
Oh, thank you. I think it turned out pretty nice.
Oh, absolutely. I've never seen a set fully capture the bleak existence of a lonely American working from home.
Spot on.
It's a phenomenal set. I'm sure it's serving up all kinds of inspiration. Or did you build it to actually be a part of your performance? Immersive theater is having such a resurgence. I always said it would. Now, are you thinking the audience will wander from room to room as we play? Or will you have them do that prior to the performance? You really haven't shared much about the production with me.
Because I'm not
Nonsense. Of course you are.
working customers.
That makes no sense. Why would the music department lend me to you then? What is that? German? What's a handmade down?
She gasps, placing a hand to her chest.
Oh, wait, don't tell me. It's an award, isn't it? Some sort of lifetime achievement?
Oh, yes.
Oh my god, I can't believe I'm going to be a Hanem Down recipient.
I don't think you're quite getting...
Hanem Down.
And... down.
You know, it's the strangest thing, but it sounds like you're saying, hand me down.
Exactly.
But that's not German at all.
I know.
I'm so confused.
Hand-me-down is an item that, after a period of passed on to someone else, that
Keys stares at you, unblinking and silent. You can almost see the gears turning inside her head.
Alright, imagine you're a piece of
What flavor?
cherry.
I had a freshman who used to stick cherry-flavored gum to my underside every time he came into practice.
Bad memory.
Oh, not at all. Once I got past the indignity, I found I was rather partial to the flavor.
Okay, then imagine you're a cherry flavor.
Mmm, deeply cherry. My flavor speaks to the muses above.
Department shoots you out. Instead of spitting you out, they determined that you still had enough flavor left. Asked you.
That's unhygienic.
An analogy.
Wherein I am the chewing gum?
Correct.
But that implies the music department no longer had any use for me.
Correct.
But that makes no sense. I worked there for 15 years. I was a star performer, and now I just don't work there anymore? All right. So when does a hand-me-down technically get handed back up?
They don't. They only ever get handed down.
And you're sure you're not a composer?
Positive.
Because you trail around in your robe and underwear quite a bit. That's not part of some creative process?
Fashion.
All right. You don't have to be a composer. Perhaps you're a wealthy connoisseur of the arts?
Not a wealthy connoisseur.
So, what you're telling me is that not only did I get handed down without my knowledge, I also have no job, no musical prospects, no financial prospects. You're not a composer, and this is my home now.
In a nutshell.
Keys gives you a pleasant smile.
Fantastic. Would you please excuse me? I'm going to go scream in the highest octave I can manage.
Talk therapy, our favorite curse.
Shadow Lord greets you in his own unique fashion, throwing his arms open wide as he calls out to you.
The lights dim and the shadows reign supreme. The doors of the abyss open for yours truly. Ah, a dark day to you, my penumbra. Ooh, I have something I want to show you.
What is it?
Evidence of my power returning. During our previous exchange, you questioned if our discussion was monumental in any way. Now, observe closely. Come to me, servants of the night!
Shadow Lord stands stock still, arms spread wide with his head tilted up. He seems to be waiting for something.
Ooh. Ah. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
He starts, turning to look at something you can't make out. He points triumphantly.
Here! Do you feel them?
You feel a tickle at your leg.
Is something crawling on me? I love silverfish.
Yes!
feet of the shroud of darkness, Shadow Lord.
Witness my power! Witness my mercy! Begone, you pests!
With a swipe of his clawed hand, Shadow Lord scatters his insect minions away into nothingness.
There! They shall not intrude your presence again.
Thank you for your mercy, Shadow.
I am merciful for your thankness, granted human. Most merciful of thankness, most bountiful. I have to say, Penumbra, I'm quite surprised. Your unfamiliarity of the dark is unexpected. This resistance to the colligiosity must be reversed. Perhaps your soul is not attuned properly. Training is in order.
You know, the training you got, let's level up.
Yeah. Conversation will keep darkness in our mind tempered and in our control. Just as you participate in the labors of light, surely you partake in the leisures of darkness as well. What activities do you enact in the shadow? Regale me with every detail, Penumbra. Elaborate. What's the matter? Stuff is hardly a sufficient description. Answer me properly, Penumbra. Excuse me? I feel as though this conversation is actually reversing my power.
Touch myself in place, okay?
No, I know. I just wanted to get you to admit it.
Huh?
The sounds that escape you echo far, you know. I wouldn't be surprised if every object in this house has heard them. You are just exhibiting good health. Nothing to be ashamed about. And if I may be upfront, each breath you let out during is admittedly adorable.
Go on.
I will when I'm ready. I'm grateful to you for providing me more insight into your life. Behold, our corrupted bond grows.
Yes, I'm before you, Shadow Lord.
Oh. He exhales, his hands tightening into fists before throwing his arms open once more. You're beginning to grow used to this routine with him.
I feel it. Another piece of my dark armament. It courses through my once dazed body, rejuvenating to the next stage. Excellent. My form is stronger, yet still incomplete.
What happens when your form is...
Your question seems to catch him entirely off guard.
We'll have to resume the ritual another night. I must become more adept to this newly returned strength. Until next time, Penumbra. Oh, and I do hope you have a pleasant rest. You'll need to conjure as much void aura as you can for our next ritual.
Interactions are always so... Why is this always running? Our water bill's gonna be...
It's my favorite customer. What can I get for you today?
Oh, a latte.
Sure thing. One latte coming right up.
Kopi gets to work, grinding and pouring and mixing with an impressive speed.
And... voila! One latte just for you. Hope you like it. You've tried my latte a few times now and pretty much asked me all I know. I think it's time I tested you on your latte knowledge. Since you asked so much, tell me, what's in a latte?
Espresso, steamed milk, a touch of foam.
That's right! Good job! You just need a touch of foam and you're ready to finish up with some latte art.
Kopi beams at you.
I'm happy you remembered. Anyways, thanks for taking my little quiz.
Thing.
Stay caffeinated. We'll see you next time.
Now we'll go talk to where that progresses.
Last time, Nightmare just launched right into an unpleasant dream she prepared for you. But for some reason tonight, she hesitates. Whatever the reason, this could be your opportunity to get to know her better. Or perhaps to swing your dreams in a more pleasant direction.
The Nightmare.
Oh, you want to talk to me?
I was just thinking maybe we could talk a little before we get down to this turn.
Oh. Well, sure. I guess we could for a little while. We've been talking about fear. And what your fears mean to you. Would you like to talk about more of your fears?
I want to talk to you, actually.
Me. This isn't about me. It's about you. Maybe we should just talk about things you want instead. Tell me your deepest desires. I can't always make sense of everything in your mind. There's all sorts of things in your head, you know, and I can dig through them and try to make the best sense of it I can, but haven't you ever wondered why some of your dreams are so nonsensical? I can make anything scary, but the scariest dreams are the ones that stick with you when you wake. The ones that come from a place of true fear. Things that keep you up at night. So you telling me those things about your biggest fears? It was nice of you. You gave me the keys to really scare you, I guess. I'm not used to people playing along with me.
Imagine that people don't understand how important it is.
Few do, unfortunately. There's so much to be learned from nightmares. On an animalistic evolutionary level, some say nightmares are sort of like practice for life-threatening scenarios. Others say nightmares are just your brain sorting through stressful events from your day. All pretty useful things, in my opinion. And yet, despite all the scientific advances humanity has achieved, no one really knows that much about me at the end of the day. It's a little sad, isn't it? You do?
Nightmare fidgets nervously.
That's cool.
Nightmare looks past you at something you can't see.
Oh no. Look at the time. We've been talking so long. If I don't get started now, we won't have time to finish. You hear something dripping. Drip. 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 You look up at the ceiling and...
Nightmare serves you some unpleasant imagery, but it's just not quite up to her usual standard. Something about her seems off her game. What could have happened? Perhaps you can ask her about it another night.
All right.
And this is the final look. What y'all think? Follow the link in my bio for a full list of all the pieces.
She holds up a finger, pausing for a moment.
Ooh, sorry, 1 sec. I just need to upload this real quick. There, done. Any longer and I would have missed my upload window. You know how the algorithm on Facebook is. If you don't post every day, you completely lose your viewership. Woo, it's a grind, but my fans are worth it.
Is Facebook some kind of app, or...?
Only the most popular social media app of all time. It's like InstaFan, Sitter, and Knickknack all in one. Only better. No, like literally. Facebook bought them all out and combined the best parts of them into the social media platform to end all social media platforms. But it's pretty exclusive, invite only, and I don't think humans are allowed.
Sounds pretty nice.
It is! Much less drama when you can exist forever without moving. I guess, since you don't have a placebook, I could share my feed with you. Fill you in on all the tea so you're not missing out. Oh! I know there was more to you! Oh, this is gonna be so much fun. Alert! Temperature warning! Woo! Not again!
Something wrong?
Huh? Oh! It's nothing!
There was nothing. I don't think it'd be happening.
Fine! Really! It's just a faulty sensor. Forget about it.
Looks like a temperature warning.
Oh, huh? I do? Weird! I feel totally fine. It's probably just acting up because I did an extra hour on live. Trust me, I just need a nice hard reset and I'll be good to go. I'll catch up with you after. Try not to miss me too much.
How do you want to date this? Careful, this one's dangerous. In the office, there's a storyteller who likes role-playing. Follow Yo on her show to find the goddess. Careful, this one's dangerous. They're more than just.
There's something so cheerful and jaunty about the figure you see before you, you almost feel like you've stumbled onto the set of a game show. This is truly one sassy chap.
Welcome, welcome. I am the Sassy Chap, mascot and possible owner of Sassy Chap Games, LLC. Sassy Chap Games. Here's where we'll put my greeting and introduction, explaining all the deep lore behind the Sassy Chap. I may not be the star of this game as it's our first, but just you wait. The next game will be called The Legend of Sassy 2, Chap's Awakening, and will feature my quest to uncover my holy backstory.
There's a Legend of sassy one.
Don't be silly, of course there isn't. And here's where we'll have the chap introduce the concept of the dating game.
This definitely seems like a placeholder text. What's the dating game? I thought I was already playing it.
No, this one is slightly different. You have found one of the secret dateables in the game. The developers. I'm not a developer myself, merely a mascot. But this is hard work too. I'm considered an asset.
Like a real hard work.
Well, I am excellent at filling a pipe with bubbles. When making this game, we wanted to give players the option to date the devs. But we wanted to sidestep the problematic condition that there are many players and only a small amount of us. And of course, many of us are in happy relationships for now. So, we figured a fun way to do this would be for players to date each of us by answering a question about ourselves. Would you like to play?
I'm ready.
All right. We have an awful lot of lovely people who are dying to get to know you. You've been all up in their business this whole time, but now you get to really find out about them. Do you want to know the general rules?
Sure, why not?
Splendid!
Am I just guessing?
Essentially, yes. This is a guessing game.
Oh, I love guessing games. That's not very fair.
There are methods in which you can work some of these out. And you can also reset your score if needed.
How many points do I need to win?
If by winning you mean find true love and happiness, 30. 30 points for finding true love and happiness. You can quit at any time, and at any time we can tally up the resolutions you got towards your current dev love status.
I have a hint.
If I were to offer one piece of advice, if you're looking for love, these are game developers we're talking about. Think nerd. They aren't going to want to do anything cool.
Okay, we're ready.
And let's get on with the show! Disclaimer. Developers who happen to be members of the SAG-AFTRA union will voice themselves. The rest, well, will be voiced by the very sensual RPG Beep. Not too bad a fate, I suppose. First up, we have welcome Samuel to the stage. Say hi, Samuel. I see what kind of interview we're in for. Tell the folks at home a bit about yourself.
I'm here for a good time, a long time, and just here in general. Hopefully that's good enough.
Ah, what a card, hmm? What did you do on Date Everything, besides punning? That doesn't count.
I was a journalist, so I helped with everything from adjusting code, fixing bugs, and implementing content like animations. Fun stuff if I do say so myself.
Ask our lovely audience a question. Maybe you'll hit it off.
Oh sure, well we've actually met before, but I'm having a bit of trouble remembering what's your go-to game format. A group of strangers awkwardly play an improv game together, sitting down with a controller in hand and playing something slow. High-octane, non-stop DCGs and TCGs. Is this some kind of test?
No, not for you.
Okay, well, if they like that, then I don't know if they're right for the...
We'll look over your resume and get back to you. We are getting back to you now. Samuel hates you. Terribly sorry. Would you like to date another dev?
No.
Huzzah! The main menu of me.
I want to reset my score.
Not a problem. Here we go. And Picard! Complete. Huzzah! The main menu of me. Very well. You all come back now, you hear?
Okay, we'll do that later. Is there anything else in here?
A tall, statuesque corporate type with striking hair and cheekbones is staring at you, hands on her hips. Something about her makes you instinctively crave her approval, and the way she's looking at you just now makes you doubtful whether or not you'll get it.
Come to rub it in?
Rub what in?
This was gonna be my big chance to prove myself. This was gonna be the job that changed everything. And then Valdivian decides that AI is the wave of the future. And why do we need anyone working these jobs at all? And you, large-brained genius that you are, train my replacement.
I lost my job too.
Am I supposed to feel sorry for you, traitor? Because I don't. Well, whatever. We're both in the same boat now. Valdivian has no use for either of us. And you got me into this mess, so you're gonna be here to get me out of it.
Sounds good.
Time's wasting. Let's start over, shall we? Icebreaker. Your name and a fun fact. Name's Wilhelmina Work. Friends call me Willie. Hello.
Had to play off like Ugly Betty and Wilhelmina. That was a good show. If you guys haven't watched that, I liked it. Ugly Betty, I think was.
You and I aren't friends, but in the spirit of team building, you can call me Willie. As for my fun fact, I speak 6 languages and am fluent in 4.
What languages are those?
What? So you can tell your little AI pal how exactly to replace me? Nice try.
I wasn't.
Moving on.
Introduce yourself.
You introduce yourself to Willie, but when it comes time for your fun fact, you hesitate for a moment. What to choose?
I climbed Mount Everest with nothing but my bare hands in a dream. I hold the world record for Candy Crush, level 34. I once earned a pizza party for my work grade class by reading 100 books in a year. I guess we'll go with this.
I guess that's a fun fact, though the word fun is doing a lot of heavy lifting there. Well, that's done now. Let's see what else is on the agenda for today.
Willie pulls her phone out, scanning through some unseen document. She frowns, her pretty features twisting into an annoyed grimace.
Guess we're on to scope now.
Good idea.
Very good. Maybe you're not as hopeless as I thought. Here's the deal. I had a job. You cost me that job. I am your job, so you don't have a job either. Tables turning, etc., etc. So you and I are going to meet every day until we figure out where I'm landing next. Since this is your fault and you have nothing better to do, you owe it to me to be here for this.
I appreciate the opportunity to make things right.
Good. You get this straightened out and I might develop some respect for you. I've got some interviews lined up with some places around the house. First one's with Hanks Limited.
Hanks LTD, like the hanger Hanks.
The very same. Meeting adjourned.
We have 2 more. Is there anything else on the phone? Is there a Discord thing? So we've done all 3 of those.
Reach Reggie Rejection's special phone app. There's a new 1 gigabyte update required every day. How can I help you spread some lovely rejection this fine day?
Teach me your ways.
Let's boogie. My favorite way is to do some target practice at the shooting range. Select the option that's going to inflict the most pain. Hopefully this will help you get some choice words from the others around here. But honestly, I think clicking the worst option is always the most fun.
Any other rules?
Hell no. Here we go. First,
Reggie puts his hands under his chin, batting his eyelashes and adopting a vacant stare.
Hello there. I'm a nice, friendly dateable.
I'm gonna listen to what you have to say.
Boring. Next.
Reggie places a hand on his forehead, mock swooning.
Oh boy, I'm super artistic coded. I love music and drawing and all of that bullshit.
I love music and drawing too.
Nope, not at all.
Finally. Reggie twirls a lock around one finger, pouting his lips and swaying back and forth.
Would you pretty please help me on a quest to find my lost button or some shit?
You got it, I'll do my best.
Mindless Brandon. Helping? Alright, let's see how you did. You did terribly. Not a single hit. Like it was deliberate. It's okay. Come back again, and we'll get you back on track to your meanest self.
So we have one more. I guess we do Skylar.
Welcome! What can I do for you in my main menu? Oh, let's. There's lots I can chat about. Me? Relationships? My favorite subject. What do you want to know?
How do I get to have feelings?
Oh, you want to date me, eh? It's possible, you know. You just have to, ask me about myself.
Tell me about yourself.
Not in this menu, silly. I prefer not to be that obvious about it. I like to be wined and dined. It's the chat menu. What do you need? Scoochin'. Anything else?
I'm all good.
Oh, yeah.
So... I don't know how we would, do that. Oh, I guess I can talk to the bed, huh? Oh, we don't have any more. Well, that was just the day of phone. Talk to the piano again.
Why, hello there, Maestro.
Seem not devastated by recent events. Are you doing okay?
Yes, perfectly fine now. I've decided that I will be writing my own music instead. There's no reason for me to waste away in obscurity just because I was forcibly retired. I'm equipped, I have the training, and I have the discipline. Why shouldn't it be me? I've decided to channel my rage into a program piece. I'm calling it Keys Piano Sonata No. 1 in D minor, Capriccio Infernal.
Oh, sexy title. Maybe you haven't dealt with your disappointment yet. Is appreciate a type of deli meat?
Merely following classical naming conventions. It follows the goddess Piana, the most favored daughter of the sky god, as she's unfairly cast from the heavens down into the mortal realm. I just started working on the first movement. That's where we'll meet the characters, establish musical themes, etc. Right now, Piana has just woken up in a forest to find her wings bloody and broken. She stumbles to the nearest village, but none of the people there will assist her, despite the fact that she did ask very nicely and is very pretty. It would appear that they are jealous of her status as a deity.
So autobiographical? About Hoove, Hector, and Lux refuse to help you.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Piana lives far away from these quotidian modern objects. Piana decides she doesn't need their help and sets out to find the most famed magician to help her mend her wings.
You tell me I'm a famous.
I don't know what you mean. Anyway, Piana finally finds a magician, only to discover that he was a fraud and can't do any magic at all.
Feels like libel, but I'm invested.
So now, Piana's trapped in the mortal realm, far away from everyone she holds dear.
Not true, she's got the hot magician.
I never said anything about the magician's attractiveness.
Okay, but if you had to.
Fine. The charlatan magician is of moderate attractiveness.
I knew it.
This all happens in the first part of the sonata, the exposition. I think I'd like to build on the sinister theme in the second movement. Right now, it's all lacking a bit of bite. Leave me. I have composing to do, and I need my space.
No, Rod, stop!
Rod is in the middle of a very loud, very off-key song.
You know you want me, baby. This is torture, pure torture. You just can't have me, baby.
I just that sounds so familiar, like a song that I've heard. Like, it almost sounds like they're trying to mimic some song, but I can't think of the name
Because
of it.
you belong to someone else.
Bravo.
Nah, don't encourage him.
Something about having this piano nearby that just gets my creative juices flowing.
Could they not flow, though? Like, what's the opposite of flow? Whatever it is, can that be what the juices do?
You just jealous.
You trying to crack Gwendolyn with that singing?
What are we talking about?
Rod singing.
Oh, it wasn't that great.
You know you're lying.
I'm not, cutie, but I'll let you think that.
And with that, Gwendolyn takes her leave.
Y'all just haters.
You have other talents. Lean on the... I think he's singing like a meadowlark.
That's code for you can't sing.
One of those talents could be songwriting.
Did you make up the lyrics you were singing?
Yeah, it was a Rod original.
Then that's a no for me, dog.
I've never seen you try to write a song.
That's because I know my lane. Know thyself and all that stuff.
No matter what anyone says, I'ma sing.
Oh my goodness.
So plug your ears, because I've got a song in my heart, damn it.
And now I've got a pain in my side. You should get out of here before he starts belting a new song.
I've got music in my bones.
Cliff, run! Save yourself!
Okay.
Rainey is pacing when you find her, wearing a small circle into the carpet beneath her feet. She's clearly been at this for a while.
You're here!
Lord. All right. No point putting it off anymore. I need you to screw me. Specifically, I need you to take this screwdriver and tighten my screws.
Pretty handy with the screwdriver.
Hold on! There's one more thing. I gotta take my top off.
Do you want me to close my eyes?
I don't need you scratching me up trying to find the screws. Just be cool, all right? It'll be fine. Just fine.
That sounds easy enough, righty tighty. This cool person who's doing so many foods, I'm totally fine with it.
Rainey removes her top, turning to face you with a determined gaze. She's clearly afraid, but there's no hesitation in her eyes.
Let's do this.
You tighten Rainey's screws one by one, taking great pains to ensure the job is done correctly. By the time you're done, Rainey sighs pleasantly. She's somehow managed to produce and light a cigarette in the short time you've been working on her. She takes a deep drag of it and sighs.
Hot dog! You know how to screw a girl good. I haven't felt this swell in years. Yeah, I can tell.
Rainey dresses herself, her movements languid and smooth.
I haven't felt this good in a long time. And you know, I ain't been this close to nobody since my little spill. I forgot what it's like to have someone in your intimate space. I really missed it, to be honest.
I know just how you feel.
Yeah? Well, I don't get it. You got all your screws, and you're awful good looking. Maybe human dating is more complicated than I can imagine. For years, every time I entered the room, the conversation stopped. You could practically hear the record scratch. Makes you feel all kinds of strange, like you're invisible and the only one anyone can see. I mean, what could I do but be loud and proud in the face of all that? I guess I just got so used to sticking up for myself, I just don't know what I'm gonna do now. How do I look all those guys in the eye knowing they looked at me different?
To be honest with them about how they hurt you.
Why should I have to be honest? Shouldn't they just know?
Rainey takes another deep drag of her cigarette, blowing the smoke away from you.
Ooh, I am a changed record player after that. Look, this has been fun and all, but I'm gonna need a little time to myself. Scram, won't you?
Alright, we've got her talking. Go up and finish the attic letter again. That everyone.
Oh, it's you. We have just been discussing whether or not we're excited for the upcoming end of our little project.
I, for one, cannot decide. On the one hand, it means we will have completed the piece. And there's something wonderful about that. Something wonderful that we've worked on together. What we've created couldn't have been created by anyone else at any other time than by us, right now. On the other hand, we won't be in the midst of it anymore. And that's... there's so much sadness in that. I think that I'll miss you all. I'll miss this.
Such suffering on either hand. How sweet. And Cam? Cam?
Yeah? What are we talking about?
About the end of our time together. How we feel about it. I'm very ready to have it all finished at last. How about you?
Oh, yeah, I don't care.
Apathy. What a fetching color it is on you, Cameron. Shall we get started?
Yeah, let's do it.
Aw, just when I didn't want a friend.
I'm ready when you are.
All right then, on we go. Oh, I was wondering when we were going to get to this one. This is a photo. It's a darling photo. Of you on the toilet, taking your first all-by-yourself poop. You kept screaming for her to get the camera, and you held that little poopy in until she went and got it. I don't think your father was there. He heard about it over dinner. Shall we put this on display?
Throw that away.
Yes. I need nothing else the rest of the day. I'm good.
Easy to please, isn't he? And it looks like we're on a roll with your childhood. Spaghetti was just not your favorite as a child, was it?
Those noodles look really familiar, actually.
My, what an amazing expression. Oh, look at those tears.
What shall we do with this one?
We hang it.
I love a good still life. What a moment to capture!
Riveting. Next up on the Childhood Railroad, you doing a lot of childhood-type things.
Oh, I like that.
There are a couple of them that still make me smile. You playing knights with the plunger sword. That evil dragon never stood a chance. Pretending to do your homework by wearing the book on your head. You thought it was some version of osmosis, where if the words touched you, you'd just know them. It didn't work, of course, but one can dream. Anyway, it's a lovely little collage.
Oh, I agree. What is artistic if not our own life histories?
Isn't he sweet? Oh, darling, keep complimenting my sweetness and I'll show you my salty side. Oh, look, it's something you made. Your Plentio pasta portrait. Your teacher was quite a talented artist. You randomly glued pasta to a piece of construction paper, and your teacher created this beautiful drawing around it. At best, I'd say the artistic talent was equally distributed. So, what shall we do with it?
Hang it up.
I could not agree more.
Aren't we all broad-minded today? Oh, this one is a bit ironic. Your diploma, your Bachelor of Fine Arts in Customer Service. You know, no matter what happens, you still earned this. Shall we hang it? AI be damned.
Hell yes, hang it up. I earned it.
That you did. The art of an achievement.
We are quite near an achievement ourselves. Oh my goodness. This is our last item. It's your graduation day from high school. We were all so proud of you. And look who else was there with you. It's Teddy.
Hi, Teddy. Who's so nice that
With you forever and always. What about this one?
I know just where it should go.
Excellent. This concludes our last culling, and you have done what I asked perfectly. Your walls are absolutely bursting with your memories. So much better than being bursting with them myself.
What happens to you with no memories left?
Oh, I won't be flying away anytime soon. You can still find me in the halls of this house, being gone from the attic. Now among the world at last. I couldn't be more grateful. Well, my darling, I'm quite sad to say that it's over. I did not expect to enjoy getting through all that with you. But you are very pleasant company, and existing on my own now, unencumbered by stuff. I can't even tell you how good that feels. Thank you for making it possible.
I didn't even notice she has the Tamagotchi around her neck. Thank you for your help.
Oh, of course. Needless to say, you couldn't have done that without me. Or you wouldn't have, at least. But I also couldn't have done it without you. We both enjoyed ourselves, it seems.
We make a good team.
That we do. Thank you, my friend.
$40, $20, $15, $20, and $5. Man, we really need...
Ah, you've returned. Excellent. I have a very important piece to discuss with you today.
Oh, I can't wait.
This one. Ah, this one. It is Japanese, done in the style of the Muromachi period. For me, it is such a wonderful evocation of the fullness of empty space and the emptiness of presence. Ecstatic. What do you think about this piece?
Definitely have opinions.
Wonderful. Where would you like to begin?
I see true enlightenment.
Well, color wheel me intrigued. Enlightenment. The concept that cannot be truly understood. The goal that cannot be achieved. The never-fulfilled quest. Isn't it aggravating? How do you see enlightenment in this piece?
The empty space, it represents the know-nothing of enlightenment.
My. Methinks we may have a philosopher on our hands. Indeed. The Muromachi period was heavily influenced by Zen Buddhism, a philosophy of meditative stillness, balance, and ultimate simplicity in all things. Oh, I'm so tickled that you are experiencing that while looking at this piece. Shall we display it in the gallery?
Absolutely.
And what a calm corner that shall be. Where shall we hang it?
Above the fireplace next to the ship in a bottle, above the fireplace facing the piano.
Here?
Put it in here. That's it.
Well, 2 wonderful pieces hung up to please the eye. Well done. A few more to go still. Let me get them prepared for viewing, and then feel free to return.
Alright. Gotta go to bed. Alright. Now to talk to the piano again.
I'd like to be upgraded to another room, please.
What's wrong with this one?
Up until recently, only 3 things. As of this morning, I've discovered a 4th.
What are the other 3 things? Is it the roach? It's the roach, isn't it?
The ones I sent you out to fix that are still making things rather difficult for me to play. No, the 4th wrong thing here is, it's Telly.
I guess it makes sense that you would clash.
He's in my direct line of sight, and that simply won't work for me. He's a menace, a distraction, and he's sabotaging my sonata. Do you know what he did this morning?
Yeah, but I'm guessing you're about to tell me.
You try holding a tune in your head with all of that color and sound flashing at you. Before I was even fully awake, I'd been subjected to a breakfast show.
Dude, I wanted to watch that.
There was quippy banter, a cooking segment, and a human interest story about a 3-legged crossing guard dog named Champ. Then came the local news, where I learned that apparently there's a cat burglar on the loose.
Oh no, in our neighborhood?
I doubt it. It looked nice.
Hey.
There's no shame in being poor, darling. What was I saying?
You were ranting.
Right. After the local news, I had to watch a game show, then a 2-dimensional cartoon. Nowhere was there any of the classics being played. Nowhere was there a piano, cello, no harp to be found. In fact, the entire time this was happening, there were non-stop commercial breaks for the same payday loan company, which can only mean one thing.
That you've got the jingle stuck in your head?
It is the lowest form of musical composition I have ever heard.
If you hum the mattress jingle, it'll get rid of the payday jingle.
But then won't I just have the mattress jingle stuck in my head?
Not a perfect science.
It's fine, because that wasn't even the worst part of my day. The worst part of my day happened with the opening notes of that inane soap opera, Sands of Time.
Dun, dun, dun.
The wrong key, dearest, but I understand the intent. It was the most ridiculous 40 minutes of my life. Time I could have been using to write my sonata. There was seduction, scandal, and this lady named Charlene pushed her twin off a cliff. and then went home to sleep with her husband. The twins' husband. The sister. The dead sister. Who turned out not to have died from the cliff, which just seems impossible. I can't believe I spent my entire day on this nonsense.
Honestly, that sounds like a pretty fun day.
I know. That's the problem.
Confused, I thought you hated everything that happened. There might be a hope for you after all. It's definitely an interesting development. It means you're a lady of leisure now, and
Ladies of leisure go to the symphony. I want to be on stage performing. And now I'm going to be forced to watch Sands of Time tomorrow as well to find out what's going to happen next. I feel hoodwinked. Soap opera has the word opera in it, but it isn't musical at all. Do you think Telly would let me watch the next episode tomorrow?
probably just ask him nicely.
But we're not really friends, and I'm a complete stranger to him. Everyone here already knows each other.
Today is a great day to fix that.
And then what?
I don't know. I'll talk. Be friends. Do all the stuff you'd do as if you were trying to be friends with them.
She nods slowly.
Friends?
You have had friends before, haven't you?
I've had colleagues I admire to the point of crippling jealousy. That's kind of like being friends.
You care about them?
No.
You want to spend time with them?
God, no.
Did you root for their success?
You don't root for the competition. You rip off their heads and paint the inside of your soundboard with their blood.
That is the single hottest thing I've ever heard. Can I steal that for a tattoo? Remind me to stay on your good side.
Good. I don't want to do that with Telly though, but I'm not sure how to go about it.
Easy, just tell him you'd like to be friends. Tell him how much you enjoyed watching him all day. Stare at him until he decides to be your friend.
Isn't that a little creepy? I've never even talked to him.
If you're lucky, he'll be into it.
And if I'm not?
Then it's gonna be real embarrassing for you.
What a great help you are.
Just call me the friend whisperer.
If he says it's alright and I can watch a few more shows, do I have your permission to do that before I get back to my sonata?
Why are you asking me for permission?
I'm not sure. My days at the music department were always so busy. It just seems like I should be asking someone before I spend hours doing nothing.
I wouldn't call it doing nothing. Someone's gotta tell me what happens on stand at time. If watching TV all day makes you happy, then you do it. Yes, you should always ask me for doing.
Perhaps I will for a little while. Thanks, Maestro.
Alright. If we could finish record play.
You hear Rainey's music before you see her. She's dancing with as much energy as she was when you first met. But this time the record she's dancing to sounds beautiful.
Hey, you! Come on, join me.
You do your best to mimic her frenzied movements. You're not sure how successful you are, but Rainey seems happy with it nonetheless.
Yeah! Get hot! Get hot!
Rainey dances with you for a few numbers, only stopping when you begin to slow down.
Oh, it's been years and years since I got to enjoy myself like this. Nobody coming to tell me to knock it off, and nobody pointing and whispering while I dance. I thought I'd be happy, and I am. But to tell you the truth, it makes me angry.
It'll take some time for you to work
Yeah. But anyway, I don't want to talk about everybody else. All this time, even when I wasn't me, you kept coming back to see me. To be honest, at this point in my life, I can't see me with nobody but you. Come on. What else would I mean? You're the only one I trust right now. You saw me at my worst. But you still saw me, you know? And listen, it ain't the only reason, but ain't nobody ever screwed me like you, honey. So what do you think? We gonna be an item? Or what?
I love that.
Oh, yeah? You know, you screwing me was real nice. But you ever pitch woo to a record player? Let me tell you, nobody does it like we do.
I'm born ready.
You got no idea what you're in for, sugar. But I'll show you.
Rainey takes you by the hand, and the rest is a blur of jazz music and quirky 20s sayings. You've never felt quite like this. Rainey truly is a swell dame.
Let's cut a rug, baby.
What was that? It wasn't what we need. Damn it. I don't think we talked to these.
What you're saying simply doesn't exist.
Yes, it does. You know it does.
I know it doesn't.
You ain't got no romance in your heart.
I'm full of romance. I'm just realistic.
Kurt had an idea.
Go
about
on.
something?
Say it out loud.
Now that I'm on the spot, I don't want to.
Because you know it ain't real.
Fine. You gotta be the determining factor, okay?
I'll tell you the truth, don't worry.
Rod thinks I'm lame because I believe in love at first sight.
There is no such thing.
Just because you've never experienced it doesn't mean it ain't real.
Kurt is feeling nostalgic for these shutters that used to be next door.
We had a connection.
They didn't even know you existed.
You should have seen the way they waved at me.
They got caught in the wind. They couldn't control it. Every now and then, he thinks about those shutters and he becomes impossible. They never even spoke. Kurt never even said a word to them.
I didn't need to.
You was scared.
I was not.
You was a bitch.
Case is someone who doesn't even know you. Scared, whoa.
Finally, a romantic.
There isn't anything romantic about longing for something you've never spoken to.
Words were not important. It was love. I'm telling you.
They didn't even know your name.
What is a name when it comes to love?
Hella important. You've got to let them go.
You can't control your heart. And when they didn't survive the remodel.
Oh no, here we go.
I can't. I just missed them so much.
Kurt, okay?
This is where he cries.
As if on cue, Kurt bursts into tears.
I gave the house so much character.
I know, buddy.
They should bring them back.
He's gonna be like this for a while. You won't want to be here for it. We'll see you around.
They were so cute.
It's okay, Kurt. It's okay.
I see. Awesome.
Oh, if it isn't my partner in crime. Check it out. I'm working on a new piece right now.
Looking good, jerk.
Yo, couldn't have done it without your help. Maybe I should show some of these to Art.
You watch as Jerry tinkers on his new piece, which turns into many more fabulous works. Shelley is pacing when you come upon her. When she spots you, she startles.
Hey, hey, hey!
She bounds over to you, arms wide open for a hug. Shelley's embrace is absolutely crushing. But it's not just her raw power that makes you feel smothered. There's a desperation in her grip that makes you feel like you've entered a place you can never escape. The hug seems to last an eternity. Shelley's fingers sinking into your soft skin with a bruising force. She releases you eventually, but you're certain you'll be sore later.
Alright, you're really gonna love this. I stayed up all night thinking about how to explain what I go through in terms you'd easily understand. I borrowed a bunch of weights from Dunk to show you. He was so excited to help me, he practically threw them at me. If I wasn't as strong and positive as I am, my feelings might have been real hurt. It's fine though, he just wanted to help. Thanks, bro. It ain't easy keeping it up in the face of the world's negativity. For me, I am an endless ray of sunshine. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. I got this yoga mat right here. If you don't mind, get on your hands and knees. Hey, I'm glad you think so, but that's not the point, I promise.
Shelley waits patiently for you to lower yourself to the ground, or about as patiently as she can manage. You humor her, settling on your hands and knees on the yoga mat Shelley has brought for you.
Okay, great, excellent. Now the weights.
One by one, Shelley begins to carefully arrange weights across your back. They're heavy and precariously placed. One wrong move would send them tumbling to the floor.
Alright, how you feeling? Only a little? You should be feeling scared. It's a lot of pressure to hold things up. But wait, there's more.
Shelley grabs a hold of the yoga mat with both hands, jerking it suddenly from side to side. The effect is not unlike a mini earthquake. It's all you can do to hold on to the yoga mat, your knuckles turning white with the effort.
How do we feel now? Bingo! Imagine having to hold stuff up and you don't even have the proper foundation. Day in and day out, you gotta cling to a wall, not knowing whether today is the day you fall.
Shelley taps her forehead, switching swiftly from stress to a knowing smirk.
That's why I gotta be so positive all the time. Positivity won't keep stuff from falling, but it will help my fingers dig just that much harder into the drywall.
What can't positivity?
I'm saying! Okay, time to reset.
Shelley frantically clears the weights from your back, helping you stand up again.
Thanks for seeing things from my perspective. Nobody else ever wants to listen long enough to get what I'm talking about. It's always, not now, Shelly, and please stop yelling at me, Shelly, and please leave before I have you escorted out, Shelly. I gotta take these back to Dunk now before he needs them again. But it was real nice talking shelf with you. Catch you on the flip side, my pal.
Alright,
Oh.
I think there's still ones we have now. I don't know what this is. Table and... I mean, this looks like some kind of chair type thing. Why does that look like a mouse? Alright, talk to the ghetto, maybe we get that over with.
Ah, it's you. Hello.
How'd it go with Tally?
I think it went well. I wasn't sure where to start, so I just told him how much I'd enjoyed watching all the shows I'd watched. And, well, everything after that came pretty easily. We talked about the house and Sands of Time. He even gave me a few plot pointers for my sonata.
Sounds like it was friendly then.
It does, doesn't it? Would one say that he and I are friends now? Or is there a ritual at this point to complete the process?
It could definitely be the start of a friendship.
A start? Like the exposition in a sonata form. I think I realized something else while I was talking to Telly.
What's that?
That I might like to be friends with you as well, if you'll have me.
I thought we were already friends.
If we are, then I'm afraid I haven't been very good to you.
What makes you say that?
Telly was telling me about this documentary on landfills and how people throw away all kinds of things, including pianos. I know you aren't the composer you led me to believe you were.
That wasn't me, that was you.
I know you aren't the composer you led me to believe you were. But I'm glad that I'm sitting here instead of on a pile of trash and severed limbs.
You enjoy your company, Keys, even if I don't know how to play you.
Yet, I can always teach you.
I would love that.
After my sonata. Anyway, I stand before you now, declaring my thanks and announcing my intention to be a friend to you. Did I do that right? You're supposed to announce your intention to be friends?
You are, so that all in the land may know your heart. You're supposed to seal it with a kiss on each cheek, but we can do that some other time. There's technically a little dance you do.
I could be tempted, you know. Can I ask you a personal question?
That's what friends do.
Why didn't you get something new and shiny? Why a hand-me-down?
I didn't want anything else after I saw you. You were perfect.
Thank you for saying that. Well, I have a soap opera to catch up on and a sonata to write. I'll see you around, friend.
So maybe one more time to talk to her.
Nope.
Ah, you. You have been awfully rude. Trust me, everyone knows about that now.
Everybody.
And you return. Like me, your curiosity for scandal keeps you coming back for more. So, I will allow you another chance. Would you like to hear the latest gossip?
Why, I'd be delighted.
That's the spirit. Well, well, scandal time. This housedom, while it may appear peaceful from the outside, in fact, harbors a hotbed of scandal from the inside. For example, did you know that the previously paired aerialists, Washford and Drysdale, are no longer speaking to each other?
Yeah, I already knew that.
Next, were you aware that known vagabond Bobby Pin is on the loose once more? Can you imagine the heist they are planning? Can you imagine the romantic dalliances as they make their way through the house?
Didn't know about
More scandals abound. They say there is a shadow that does not obey the laws of physics. A true scandal that undermines the physical realm.
Oh yeah, we've met.
You know of the Lord of Shadows? He will not speak to me. Something to do with flames casting out light or some sort of nonsense. My esteem hardens and rises. But I am not finished with the daily scandals, no. One has heard of self-insert, yes? Could you imagine a video game in which all the creators inserted themselves at once at the same time? Such a thing is not imaginable. But in one that I've seen, they've hidden themselves within their very names.
That's too tough to follow.
Very well. One last scandal. There's no possibility you've heard of it. Long ago, A relic was stolen from an island nation, brought to these shores, and hidden underneath this house in a box. Surely you haven't heard this yet.
No, you're right. I didn't know that.
No matter. That is more scandal than your puny pate can handle. I will teach you the ways of the scandal monger soon now.
He's so extra. Why? What's going on? Like, why are those closed? Like, we're not even doing this stuff.
Timothy is just putting the finishing touches on polishing a pocket watch. When he sees you, he waves you over, setting the watch aside and pocketing the cleaning cloth.
There you are, just on time. I must say, I'm absolutely chuffed to see how timely you've been. You're right on schedule. I was just polishing some of my timekeepers. Would you care to join me?
I'd rather swallow glass. This must be my birthday.
What do you mean?
I didn't realize I was going to be given such a gift.
Oh, aren't you clever? Yes, time is a gift, is it not? There is no greater feeling than knowing everything is in its place and all is according to schedule. Now, when last we spoke, we discussed the importance of what?
Timeliness, of course.
Precisely. Nothing better. Nothing more important. The biggest lesson here is that time, above all else, is the first thing you must consider when it comes to love. But there are, of course, other things to consider. Having a schedule for your date is imperative to ensure you are using every moment with your lover correctly.
Even during sex?
Why must you say it so disdainfully?
How's that disdainfully?
There is nothing more arousing than an orderly, efficiently planned date. Picture this, if you will. You and your date arrive at your dinner reservation exactly on time. Your date says to you, "Darling, what's on the agenda?" You say to them, "We have approximately 10 minutes to review the menu and engage in small talk." They can only moan in needful appreciation for your immaculate scheduling. Oh.
When's the last time this guy's dated? Because that would be an instant, like, turn off. Real world, man. Is that really what you think would happen? I'm aroused just thinking about it. I've never been more turned off in my life.
Perhaps we have more in common than I realized. At any rate, scheduling your entire date down to the minute is not only efficient, but an excellent bonding experience for any couple. So let us practice now. You have asked me on a date, and we have both arrived on time. As we are seated for dinner, I look deeply into your eyes and ask you about tonight's agenda. You say?
I read off a meticulously planned timetable for the evening in increments of 10 minutes.
Meow. I have never been so attracted to another. Excellent. Truly excellent. Surprise! Our date has gone swimmingly, and I have invited you to another activity. But your schedule has not accounted for this unexpected excursion. Horror of horrors! What do you do?
I slap you for daring to disrespect the schedule and my time. I hurriedly rearrange my schedule to accommodate. I feel like it's this answer that they're looking for.
Well, I suppose that could work, but it is certainly not something I personally could accommodate. Terrible things happen when the schedule is not respected. Terrible things. Our time for this conversation is beginning to dwindle. Before I bid you leave me once more, tell me what you have learned. Last time we learned the value of timeliness. Today we learn the value of... Precisely! I would so love to talk to you at length about crafting a proper schedule, but I'm afraid my time runs short. If you wish to continue our talks, return to me at 9 p.m. As ever, no sooner, no later. Farewell.
9 p.m. chat. That literally took 3 hours to talk to him.
The last few times you've heard Friar Errol before you've seen him, but the friar is unusually quiet today as you approach. It soon becomes clear why, as he's got his head down, reading something from a book. The smell of something fried fills the room.
Beginning, friar.
If it is preaching the word of our Lord of Convection, then it is going beautifully. We've not had any converts just yet, but I feel the tide is turning. It occurs to me that perhaps I have been approaching this task incorrectly. You and I know that convection is the superior way to cook, but it seems that merely touting the superiority of a method of cooking is not enough. Apparently, sinners only grow more stubborn and more attached to their outdated old ways when faced with progress. Disgusting, really, but expected. So I have come up with a solution.
Going to do a taste test? I already suggested. Going to try it gently.
Indeed, I am. I have decided to allow the food to speak for itself. I have procured potatoes from Food Fetch and prepared my own French fries. Not a drop of oil within.
How delightful.
Isn't it? I should have started here.
Friar Errol walks over to the counter, returning with a covered dish. He lifts the cover, revealing some very sad, very dry-looking potatoes.
Behold, air-fried French fries. Not a drop of oil has touched them. Beautiful, aren't they?
They're definitely fry-shaped.
That was certainly my intent. I'm glad to see I've achieved this minimum goal.
The friar pushes the plate towards you, fixing you with his severe gaze.
You will be the first to taste them, to go forth and testify to the rest of the house. Go on.
He looks at you expectantly. You can't imagine these are going to be any good, but getting out of eating them feels like more trouble than it's worth. You take a bite. The potatoes are cooked, sure, but that's about as much as you can say for them.
Excellent. Just as I thought.
The friar covers the bowl again, pushing them off to the side.
I will be taking these through the house with me, offering them to the lost souls I encounter, which, at last count, is everyone but you and I in this house.
Those are sleep odds.
They surely are, but I will prevail. The truth always does. When next we speak, I will have one last test of faith for you. Be sure to bring your appetite. But until then, may you walk in his currents.
Amen.
The friar returns to his readings, as serious and absorbed in them as ever.
Alright, so one more for him and we'll have the air fryer done. I guess let's talk to
I know. stay calm. Okay, here we go. Oh, hey, I thought you were someone else. I thought you were going to be the friar. We have some things to discuss.
Stefan tenses up, his gaze somewhere behind you.
You summoned me, and I have come.
You're late.
You are lucky I have come at all, blasphemer.
I know. Deep breaths.
Oh, look at you.
Shut it!
State your case, quickly.
I heard you've been talking a lot around the house about air fryers are the wave of the future and blah, 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 blah.
Blah, blah, blah. You would hand-wave the gospel of convection?
Why? You're trying to replace me? Fomenting mutiny behind my back?
Ah, there it is. The grease demon possessing you has risen to the surface.
The what?
Oh yeah, that's exactly what
Fear not. You may be unworthy, but a man of convection never allows his flock to suffer.
The friar pulls a small fan from deep within his robes, turning it on and aiming it at Stefan.
Out, demon! Out!
Hey, what the hell you doing?
The power of convection compels you!
Have you lost your mind?
I have never been more clear-headed in my life. Begone, demon of grease! I cannot leave this stove to his suffering.
Ooh, it is I, the grease demon.
Friar Errol rears back in shock, holding the fan out in front of him. He looks absolutely terrified.
Back, demon! I order you to leave this stove. Out! Out!
He blows the air directly into Stefan's face. Stefan looks at you, then back at the friar.
Oh, no! My greatest weakness! A light breeze! I've had it. I'm getting out of here. It's me, the grease demon, signing off. I'm really leaving now. Woo, bye!
Stefan's performance is hardly convincing, but the friar wipes his brow and sighs.
I see now. You summoned me to exercise you. Very good. Here, keep this with you, and stay away from any grease from this point forward.
Sure. I just need to,
Stefan holds up the little fan with a strained smile.
Excellent. Be well, and may you always walk in his courage.
As soon as the friar leaves, Stefan exhales loudly.
That was, Woo, yeah. Look, I'm gonna need some time to decompress. Come back later.
You're dead.
Master came back to see Timmy again. Maybe Timmy made a good impression on you last time.
So adorable, I couldn't help myself.
Oh, Master makes Timmy blush. You make Timmy blush. Timmy is so glad to see you. Since you're here now, maybe you can do something for Timmy?
I do for you.
Oh, so nice. So kind. This is why Timmy likes you. Yeah. Timmy is so lonely. Timothy keeps him hidden away from the world. Maybe you can teach Timmy how to make Timothy love him.
I'll do my best.
Yay! Timmy is already so lovable as he is. Yeah. How do we make him more lovable?
Not about making it lovable. Can't prove on perfection. You actually need to outgoing.
outgoing, yeah? Timmy isn't fun enough.
Not at all. You could be worse. I mean,
More fun? Where does Timmy start? Timmy is just so fun already.
go around the house and louder. You should create more.
Oh, good idea. Yeah. Timmy loves making friends. Timothy always tries to keep people from Timmy. But Timmy could just take matters into his own paws. Master is so smart. Timmy has too much on his mind. Yeah. Need a nap. Maybe you come back and see Timmy again. Timmy will be in his cutest form, not at 9 p.m. If you want to see Timmy when he's not fun, come at 9 p.m.
Got it.
Good night. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I always get so fluttery when you come by. Could I run something by you for the sonata? I'm afraid I've hit a bit of a creative wall.
You want my help?
It's nothing technical. I'd just like a second opinion.
Alrighty, lay it on me.
When we last left off, Piana, famous and beautiful Shan goddess, had been traveling the mortal realm trying to find a way back home. The charlatan magician she'd first sought out is now accompanying her, by the way. I don't know what you're talking about, but yes, the magician is now a key player since Piana discovered that there is more to him than she initially thought.
Such as?
The magician knows the realm and its inhabitants better than Piana could ever hope to, and as such has helped Piana make personal connections. As it turns out, the magician isn't terrible company. Piana has come to enjoy his chats as they travel along, but this is where I hit a wall. The story has always been about Piana getting back home. Action, adventure, vengeance. But I've been toying with the idea of a romantic subplot between the magician and Piana.
I think the magician might enjoy the plot development.
There's one more thing. I'd like to lodge a formal complaint against another member of the household.
We should really turn this into a drinking game.
It's against Rainy.
Rainy, but you're both music.
Yes, we are cut from different cloths, but both musical in nature. She was playing something classical the other day.
Okay.
There was a piano part.
Okay.
As resident piano, that should have been my responsibility. My role was usurped, and I'd like to place the record in question on the list of banned music.
Since when has there been a list of banned music?
I've just started one. The other option, of course, would be to have her play the record over and over again.
Wait, isn't that the last thing you'd want? What you really want is to hear it again.
Yes, that would be fantastic.
Doesn't actually sound like a complaint key.
Oh, I don't know. Old habits die hard. I'll go introduce myself. Thanks for the kind ear.
Yeah, go introduce yourself. Like, never saw someone with such a... Oh, let's go talk to the friar.
Oh. The kitchen smells like something fried again, but the smell is much stronger today, and familiar in a strange way. It smells like something deep-fried, but surely that can't be right. When you encounter Friar Errol, he looks almost manic. Something is off with him. The lights are off, save for one stark light from the candelabra. It has a monastic, intimidating effect.
Just look at it. You can practically taste the oil.
The friar is concentrating on a single mozzarella stick on the table in front of him. It looks quite fresh.
Oh, hey, mozzarella sticks.
Oh, hey, mozzarella sticks. Oh, to be so blind, to be so unaware. The grease devil has speared you with his oiled pitchfork, and you are so oblivious you cannot even squirm. But what am I saying? I know my own strength. I know that I can handle temptation. But you have been coming to me and hearing my teachings all this time. I have spoken to you at length of the virtues of convection. Show me here and now that you have taken my teachings on board, that you have pulled back from the brink of oily oblivion.
Friar Errol suddenly lifts the mozzarella stick and brings it to your lips, a wild look in his eye.
Now you will face true temptation. Resist!
Friar Errol holds the mozzarella stick to your lips in a way that can only be described as threateningly erotic. He takes your chin in the other hand, his nostrils flaring and his breath coming faster now.
Resist!
It occurs to you that while you could just do what he's telling you to do, the tension in this moment is nigh unbearable. It might be interesting to see what happens if you do something to break that tension. You're not made of stone. This mozzarella stick is fresh and perfect, and when the friar presses it to your lips, it only takes a moment to make your decision. You open your mouth, moaning as the fried delight hits your tongue. It's perfect in every way, crispy and golden, hot and thick. Friar Errol seems horrified by your reaction, but when he tries to pull the mozzarella stick away from you, a long, thick string of cheese connects it to your lips, refusing to break no matter how long and hard he pulls. He lets out a scream.
Devilry! Wrap me in your heavenly warmth, O Father of Purity!
His prayers have no impact on the never-ending cheese pull. You take his hand in yours, lifting the other end of the mozzarella stick to his lips. It takes a moment for him to realize what you're suggesting, but beyond the conflict in his gaze is something undeniable. Desire. It's tangible, an unseen force so strong, it's smothering.
Yes. Yes, of course. How could I understand if I don't experience it for myself? It has to be this way.
He takes a bite, and the sound that escapes him is 10 kinds of wrong. What must be decades of repression, leaving his body in one lewd groan.
Divine!
You're now connected by a single thick, gooey strand of cheese that grows shorter by the moment, your faces coming closer as you both move instinctively. A moment's hesitation, and then the friar moves first, pressing his lips to yours in a mozzarella-flavored kiss that's less tender and more forceful. A declaration of his intent to conquer you as surely as he did the temptation that's broken him. When you finally part, the friar presses his fingertips to his lips, his cheeks flushed and his eyelids low and hooded.
That was... I must... pray.
I won't run away from them.
You are right. I must face this head on. I should be horrified at what I've done, what we've... But I feel reborn. Somehow. Am I losing my mind? Shouldn't I feel as if I've sinned?
That's what you think, but maybe you and I shouldn't do. Kiss and a mozzarella stick aren't going to kill you, dude.
I have taken no vows of chastity, it's true, but the combination of these two temptations is powerful indeed. How am I to know whether I am compromised if I do not keep my mind and body pure?
Life isn't about being pure and unstained. Sometimes you gotta live a little. Maybe you don't know. The point is trying, right?
Perhaps you are right. I have lived a harsh life of little comfort. Perhaps with you by my side, I could indeed live a little.
I'd like that.
As would I. In that case, call me Errol, won't you? In the arms of my beloved, I am a friar no longer.
Errol.
It sounds like the sweetest prayer from your lips. I am truly blessed. You are truly a blessing.
Oh, we got some smarts finally. We've got...
Buongiorno, amici. I hear we are discussing passion. To discuss passion, it is, well, my passion. I must tell you, truly though, you two are as yet unschooled in the arts and sciences of this noble sensation.
See? I told you.
You paid him to say that.
I can assure you, he did not. No payment for passion for Fabrizio. I do this for love. Swagger is not a romantic skill, you see. You have much of one, and very little of the other. Tanto e poco, see? That is why La Bella Gwendolyn has rejected your advances with such a chilly seal.
God has a thing for women.
I had a thing for her. Once.
Don't let him downplay it. Fool was head over heels.
Ah, see. I remember this. Your heels were very much over your head, amico.
Shh! Keep it down, yo.
No, così. But you should be proud. Shout your passion from the rooftops. We declare our love boldly.
Except for when you fumble the ball as badly as Rod did.
I didn't fumble anything.
Fabrizio, do you remember Rod's line to her?
Ah, naturally. Even if we failed, we should be proud. And you failed quite wonderfully, amico.
All right, settle down.
Rod's so slick, I can't imagine him messing up the pickup line.
Ah, il tuo ottimismo. It is a joy to see your faith in your friends.
Dude straight up said, I can see our future through you, Gwendolyn, and it looks as clear as can be. Lame!
It wasn't that bad.
Oh, see, it was bad. Again, nothing to be ashamed of. But see, where your fumble, is it? With orgoglio.
See? It was awful, right?
It wasn't even that serious. It became apparent that Gwendolyn and I were better off as friends.
You got rejected. That's what happened, bro.
I think it's funny how y'all both have to dig into the past to make fun of me, when Kurt does ridiculous stuff on the daily.
Nice try, buddy.
Ah, yes. An excellent point being made. Kurt, you too are very silly. Un piccolo sciocco, as my mama used to say.
How did this get turned around on me?
I can't help if Fabrizio agrees with me.
You are both piccoli sciocchi. Perhaps it is why you are such fast friends.
Ha! See? Both of us.
Perhaps one day, working together, you two may approach the romantic prowess that I possess.
You've got swagger?
You might say it is ingrained in me.
Ooh, I need to learn from you.
Yeah, that confidence was pretty bold.
I am, amazingly, when taken in the light of all my other gifts, also a generous teacher. Come to me should you ever wish to practice the nuanced alchemy of passion.
Let's do this.
We'll catch up to you later, human. I don't want to miss anything Fabrizio has to say.
Okay, have fun.
Lezione 1. You two are quick and dexterous with the shade, as you say. But in romance, we must master the compliment.
Ooh, this is the good stuff.
Now we can't talk to the clock.
Stefano, bravo! Bravo! Never before in my existence have I felt so full. And for a cabinet, that is a very special sensation in which to achieve a new peak.
Oh, Fabrizio. It touches me deeply to be so appreciated.
Stefan turns to you with a proud smile.
Our dear Fabrizio just tried my new dish.
I have not tried. I have reveled in your new dish. What must I do to taste it once more?
Oh, brother, just ask. Of course it'll take some time.
Time? I don't know that my need will wait. No. I cannot wait. Not another moment, amore. Please, activate your appetizing alchemy.
Beautifully said, but it's not quite that easy. I spent 4 hours on the beef alone, you see?
4 hours? 4? Can you not just do it faster? Skip a step, perhaps?
What? What? Skip a step?
Oh, bad.
Braising is art. It takes time. It takes patience. Multi-step braising is the only way I can infuse the intense flavors that have so inspired you into my meat candy. So no, Fabrizio, I do not skip.
My dear friend, I cannot promise you that I will want it in 4 hours. Who knows where my passions would have driven me that far in the future?
How dare you, you water-stained piece of birch! I'm sorry, Mr. Cruz, but I'm not. If you can't appreciate the time it takes to make the food, you don't get to enjoy the food. Thank you.
Oh, my friend, if I have offended, please forgive me. Deny me not the pleasure of your creativity.
Come on, everyone now. Out, out, out.
Ah, Stefan, even sadder that I cannot oblige you by giving you the space you request. Because I reside here, just 12 inches above you.
Stefan is silent, but the tension in the air is palpable.
Mr. Cluckles? Set a meditation time, please, before I burn this whole kitchen down. Everyone else, leave.
I will just be very, 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 very quiet.
Fine, silent. You understand? Covered.
Alright, time to recharge.
Have you ever got so swept up in your walk you completely lost all sense of time?
Only when a deadline is staring me right in the face. I wish I had the attention of a waking moment.
Then you'll understand my excitement.
Why? What's happening?
I finished the concierto!
She holds a small booklet out to you, beside herself with excitement.
I thought it was a sonata.
Yes, it was. A sonata is a solo piece meant just for the piano alone. But then Rainy and I started talking, and that record player is like a walking encyclopedia of music. I mean, there's nothing she doesn't know. She played me so many records that by the end, I was just bursting with ideas. You have excellent taste in music, by the way.
Thank you.
After spending time with Rainy, I came back and sat down, and it all just poured out of me. From sonata to concerto, a true repartee between solo piano and a full orchestra of friends. My very first composition, fully complete. I've played it a few times from start to finish, and it's safe to say that I don't hate it at all. It captured everything I wish to put to music.
That's great. Are you letting anyone listen to it yet?
I was hoping to, but do you think anyone would want to hear me play? I'm afraid I may have been something of a diva when I first arrived. But I did apologize to Hoove, Lux, and Hector.
I'm sure you don't have anything to worry about.
Then, here we go. I'll go get dressed.
And away we go! Time to see the show! Though hearing music without a screen seems a little obscene.
Ah, damn, Telly. No wild rhyming during the old school music. Remember what happened last time.
A concerto. I can't remember the last time I heard one of those. I hope this is better than those modern concerts that Bodhi used to put on.
Finally, I get to sit down for a bit and take in a performance.
I detest music, but I do like costumes.
I'm so happy to be parked in my very own corner.
The best seat in the house.
Keys is dressed in a floor-length gown that makes her look even more elegant and grand than she already does. She is absolutely stunning. Rainey enters just after her, dressed in a charming tuxedo.
Here you go, honey. I've brought my finest duds and my highest quality speakers to capture all those dynamics you classical musicians want to hear.
Thank you, friends, for everything.
I'm taking my seat.
Excellent. So am I. Rainey.
On me. And...
Keys and Rainey begin to play, each in beautiful harmony with the other. You sit back to take in the waves of music. You listen as long as you like, allowing the music to wash over you and transport you into Keys' fantastic world.
Thank you for letting me sing at last. How was that?
That's what you've been working on?
From start to finish. I couldn't have done it without you.
Hey, what did I do?
You made me feel at home. Or rather, you gave me a home. I don't know if you noticed, but I made some changes to the narrative. Piana ends up staying in the mortal realm with the magician. You were the inspiration for the magician, by the way.
Tell me something.
Cheeky. Did you like what I did with Piana and the magician's relationship?
I like that they remain friends. We don't get enough friendship stories. I like their manic subplot. I think those two make a great match.
And what about the real Piana and her magician? Do they make a great match?
I think they make a very good match.
I think I want to write a lot more pieces about them.
Let me know if you need me to pose there.
Wrong medium. But I appreciate your enthusiasm. Maybe we can even play it together. My love. Gotcha.
We've got 15 smarts now. We're not as dumb as we used to be.
Hey there, honey. I've been waiting for you. Ready for our date?
Sure.
That's what I like to hear. Come on.
You said you had an idea for something fun to do?
Oh, yeah, sugar. I'm taking us somewhere just a little bit dangerous.
Nice, I like to live on the edge.
Oh, same here. Edges, crevices, you name it. Come on, I'll show you. All right, we made it. Isn't it gorgeous?
Is this the crawl space?
Dolly gestures expansively, a proud smile on her face.
This is one of Dirt's archaeological research sites.
She puts a finger to her lips, giving you a cheeky wink.
I have access, but it's strictly closed to the public. There's something down here so beautiful, you just have to see it.
I can't wait.
That's the spirit. They recently discovered a loose floorboard here that contains artifacts from the very first Dustonians that formed in this house almost 80 years ago.
Estonians?
Mm-hmm. My ancestors.
You said you've been teaching 114 years.
Good catch. Dust years and house years are two very different things. Dust blows around and, unfortunately, apart. So much that there's very little known about our history. But things here have stayed almost entirely intact. We've uncovered some amazing insights into our culture. Transportation systems, bits of clothing, defense against cleaning agents, but most importantly, art. It's why I brought you here. I wanted to share something with you that was truly one of a kind. Sure, the excavation in the moonlight is a sight to behold, but it's got nothing on this.
Unreal.
Behold, the unbridled beauty of floorboard painting 195K DMT7. Or as I like to call it, Ancient Ascension.
This artwork reminds you a great deal of historical cave paintings you've seen in your art history classes.
Thought you'd like it. This is perhaps the oldest known representation of intelligent dust art in the history of the house. Scholars previously thought most ancient dust beings to be primarily drifters, hunters and gatherers with no real rituals or cultural endeavors beyond basic survival. I hope you'll pardon the pun, but this discovery paints an entirely different picture.
These ancient dust folks are pretty smart, though.
Hard to say for certain, but yeah, I think so. This is all a very fresh discovery, and we're unlocking fascinating information every day. And this might just rewrite the history of dust bunnies forever.
How so?
These Dustonians, as we're calling them, were unlike any ancient culture we've encountered. All we have in terms of written history is after the cataclysm of the mid-century remodel era. But the flooring here is original, and it's not just the paintings that are remarkable. The artifacts predate all recorded history, and they're way more advanced than we ever thought possible.
Tell me about it, Professor.
Well, not only are there gorgeous shards of pottery, ancient dishware, and dustworks, there's also intricate clothing and jewelry, especially the velveteen gemstone.
Oh.
Glad I've got your attention. It's a gorgeous necklace with a delicate precious stone pendant on the end. The chain is threaded through a tiny hole in the stone. This particular type of gemstone can't be hammered or carved against the grain. The only way to make such a hole is with a fixed, high-speed, hydro-lubricated drill.
That's wild tech for cavemen.
Dustonians. Want to hear more? I'm beginning to wonder if you're into the subject or just hot for teacher. Anyway, I'll go on. Let's look at the painting one more time. Tell me what you see.
I think they're hunting. Or maybe it's a battle.
Good eye. Archaeologists have been debating the nature of this painting since its discovery. It's certainly some form of violence, either hunting or war. But look closer. Notice any similarities between the hunters and the prey? That's exactly right. Therianthropes on both sides.
That's a big word.
You can handle it. Trust me. That's it! I love a good student. Now, look one more time. Several of them have spears sticking out of them, and some seem to be bleeding from the nose. But do you see any of the wounded dead or lying on the ground? And do any of the hunters have spears?
I can't tell.
They don't, but they do have headdresses, pouches, and above all else, it's still a theory. We can't be sure until we do more research, but there is a small and dedicated group of us that think. This is the very first example of psychedelic art in the dust world. Why would an ancient society capable of living a comfortable and fulfilling existence come all the way down here to make their paintings? I believe this was a ceremonial site where shamans guided young warriors and civilians on a spiritual quest near the danger of the vacuum above. These paintings could be a living depiction of what they saw. Not just any mushroom. You can identify it by the red cap and the white spots.
How can you tell? There's no coloration on there. Unless that's what she's talking about.
Amanita muscaria, known hallucinogen of the Vikings. And you guessed it, this house.
Oh, Dolly, you sound really into this. Intense lore drop, Professor. I love it.
Glad to hear it. Well, the road to Eleusis is long and windy, sugar. You're so sweet. Thanks for coming along for the ride.
You're so hot when you say stuff that I don't understand.
And you're one sexy little student. Not officially, though. Don't want to get in trouble with the administration. Well, if that wasn't a special first date, I don't know what is. You're really something. You know that? You heard my whole spiel and didn't fall asleep like some of my students. Oh, hush. I'm more than looked. I know I could use a rest. I'll gather our things and get us back out of here. If you want to see me again, just give the old sofa a shove and I'll be waiting. Come on back now, you hear?
All right. Good. I think that's just...
Oh, if it isn't my partner in crime. Check it out. I'm working on a new piece right now. Well, yeah, I need materials. You never know where inspiration might strike and what might strike it. Maybe I should show some of these to art.
The stifling amount of junk blocks your path out, but somehow, through extreme wriggling, you make it out in one piece.
I don't get it. Are we not... Is there anything down here? I forgot to look.
An unholy amalgam of rat and trap stands before you. He regards you as you do him, with surprise and disgust. He holds his hands up to his chest in a distinctly rodent-like gesture, his nose twitching at intervals.
Holy frickin' shit! What am I looking at here? A new face in the crawl space? Are you real or what? What's wrong with you?
Sticking around.
You don't say! Hello, I'm Vaughn, I'm your rat trap. Bring in your little card, you'll see. Hi, I'm Vaughn. I can't wait to love you or whatever the fuck. Yeah, right there.
How long have you been down?
Oh, a long time, Pally. A long freaking time.
Whoa there! My content aware has given me a tickle. Vaughn is a rat trap. There's gonna be some content here about animal death, and if that's something you don't want to hear or joke about, I'd recommend skipping. You cool with that? Or you want to skip it?
On with the show.
You eyeballing me or something? I can feel your gaze. Lingering.
Sorry for that, you're listening.
Oh, well, that's all right. I guess it isn't really your fault. I do think of myself as a very well-defined character of a sorts. How do you do?
Is this the voice actor of Gazpacho from Chowder? That's what I'm realizing right now. Like, that's what it sounds like to me, is Gazpacho from Chowder. Anyone else think that?
Vaughn stops for a moment, his nose twitching as he sniffs the air. He squints at you, suspicion in his gaze.
Hey, buddy, you got cheese on you?
What? Why would I have cheese on me?
You come into my crawl space and you got no cheese? This frickin' schmuck? Listen up! You seem like the fancy outside of the crawl space sort. That right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So I'll let you in on a little something. You want to make a good impression?
Sure, why not?
Then you bring some frickin' cheese with you. That's a life lesson for you too, kid, in a metaphorical sense. Though in this particular instance, I mean it very literally. Give me that cheese, baby! Get some cheese, I start chatting, okay? You want to know more? Throw me a slice.
What do you need the cheese for?
What do I need cheese for?
He throws his hands up in the air, laughing and gesturing to you for the benefit of some invisible audience.
What do I need cheese for? He asks me. None of your frickin' business! All right, actually, I need the cheese for the rats. I ain't got no cheese. I ain't got no rats.
There are rats down here?
No, I ain't never caught a rat. How could I? I've been sitting in the dark like a dunce for longer than I can remember. My darling, frickin' original benefactor stuffed me down here with no bait, no cheddar, no cheese, bupkis, a big block of bupkis. Check the fridge, Slowpoke.
Oh, we have one more. Let's go see if the clock's it. Hi, Timothy.
Oh, hello. Goodness me, but it's quite late, isn't it? I hadn't expected to see you in the dark.
I just really wanted to see
Me?
you.
Truly? I'm touched. But be honest, it wasn't me you wished to see. It was these beautiful timepieces.
Timothy gestures expansively to a collection of pocket watches in front of you both.
I know I promised to help you with your love life, but if you'll help me care for my collection, I think it will achieve both of our aims beautifully.
You want me to help you clean them?
If you don't mind. Why, yes. You've shown yourself to be a reliable, timely person. Why not?
You take a seat by Timothy. He hands you a soft cloth.
Gently, just like this. Draw the cloth across the watch face. To maintain a pocket watch, one need only use a microfiber cloth. Harsh chemicals or even water can damage the surface and the inside. Pocket watches are like hearts in that way. Precisely, yes. A proper pocket watch must be regularly tended to with gentle, loving hands. A mechanical pocket watch must, at minimum, be kept clean and wound daily. My watches here are all mechanical. I have no quarrel with quartz.
Give him a laugh.
Timothy seems quite pleased. He beams at you, then allows himself to continue on.
My point is that quartz watches require a bit less care in their maintenance. And I say this is a mistake. Sure, that might make them suited to everyday use for everyday folk. But who needs that? How will anyone know you're dedicated and good with your hands if you're using a watch that runs on a battery? That runs along tick-tock ticking without outside help? It's preposterous, really.
How does that relate to dating exactly?
Precisely! When you make the rules around interacting with you complex and difficult, only those worth bothering will be able to adhere to them.
It doesn't really sound like good advice to me, Timothy. I'll keep that in mind.
Trust me, I'm an expert.
Timothy looks over at the watch in your hand, as though suddenly realizing you're still holding it.
There now, that'll do. You can just set that down there. Gently, please. Thank you. Your help and courtesy are most appreciated. You and I have been talking for some time now about these things. I hope you have gotten something from these little chats of ours. Oh, my. Well, I'm most pleased to hear you think so. I have enjoyed our conversations a great deal. I had assumed you weren't listening to me in the least, I must confess. To hear that you have taken something from them after all, I am glad indeed. I have much work remaining to do, unfortunately, but if you'd like to speak to me again, perhaps about another topic, you may find me at 9 a.m. sharp.
We'll be there right on schedule.
Farewell, then.
As you walk away from Timothy, he seems fully absorbed in his pocket watches. Perhaps it's your imagination, but he does seem happier than when you first walked up on him.
Let's talk. See this time clock.
Oh, look who it is. Come closer, won't you? Come have a look at this.
Timothy is in the middle of some sort of complex operation, taking a pocket watch apart.
I wouldn't normally allow just anyone else here, you know. But you've shown yourself worthy of trust.
I'm so honored.
The honor is all mine, my dear. Come and sit here by me, if you would. Watch repair takes a great deal of care, patience, and trust. I cannot have just anyone around me when I work, but you. I feel a strange calmness in my soul when I think of you.
Calm?
Normally I am, well, I admit, perhaps a bit tightly wound. It is by necessity, after all, a failure to adhere to the schedule, to promote and uphold that most holy of values, timeliness. It can be catastrophic for a number of reasons, but I know now. You saw for yourself just how costly it can be for me. But your steadfast smile, the way you have continuously accepted me for who I am, it has changed something inside of me. I was so afraid to be seen as someone out of control. Someone who is ruled by his basest instinct. I was afraid I'd lose everything I'd worked so hard to build for myself. But I realized that was silly now. The right person will understand I may not always be as perfect as I aim to be. Whether or not I am that less than ideal version of myself. In the end, I remain Timothy. And what's more...
Timothy holds the watch out to you, and the two of you watch its delicate components tick away the second.
No longer does the beat of my heart synchronize with my pocket watches alone. It beats in time with another.
He gently closes the watch face, setting it down away from him and taking your hand in his.
I never thought I could find someone who not only accepts every facet of me, but even understands them. Tell me you'll stay by my side through the hours, day or night.
Thought you'd never ask.
Really?
He laughs, happier than you've ever seen him. You've never seen him look at anything but his prized watch collection like this.
You've made me so happy, my darling. I cannot believe I can truly have it all. I haven't allotted any time to it in the schedule, but perhaps I could finish my work later in the day, and you and I could spend some time together. Oh, the way I feel now. I'm not certain I could concentrate on my work.
I mean, who would refuse the sexy cat boy?
Oh my! Well then.
Timothy gently gathers up his pocket watches, moving them somewhere safer for the moment. Then he's taking your hand in his, leaving you somewhere more private.
This is unprecedented for me. I never imagined a break from schedule could be so intoxicating.
When we're talking about the schedule, there's only us now.
Yes.
Timothy's a bit shy at first, but he takes to you quickly. For someone who is so regimented, he's surprisingly spontaneous. You're so wrapped up in each other, hours pass before you even realize it. This might have started awkwardly at first, but now, nothing feels more natural.
I always have time for you.
And we got Smarters, 2020, 40, 25, 15. Hold on. Who else does arts? He does charm. Delia does. Stella does charm. Ellie does charm. Does charm. Art does smart. You can talk to Art again.
Welcome back, co-curator. Let's return to our gallery design, shall we? You've got to see this one. Much less serious than the others. I mean, just look at this adorable little thing. I'm sure some might call it kitsch, but to me, it is perfectly quaint. That little house, that little brook, that little rainbow. You know, I read a wonderful story once about a young couple who escaped their city to stay for a weekend in a cabin just like this. They liked it so much, they moved in and never went back. Shall we discuss it?
Sure, we shall.
Lovely. What do you feel when you look at this?
Cozy. I love the nice, warm feeling it gives me. That kitsch. Totally agree. It's just so non-threatening. I think it's cozy.
Of course. It was designed to do just that, I believe. The subject is immediately clear. There's no definitive point of view, no work required from the viewer. In fact, the majority of people looking at this would feel just the same way. At ease, not triggered. It was designed that way.
Well, it works. I love this.
And that is absolutely wonderful. Good feelings are good. Is this one you'd like to display?
I'd love to.
Where shall it go? Here?
Yep.
Well, we are making excellent progress here. Just one more to go. Ah, the thrill of gallery design.
All right. Guess we can talk to the trophy.
You find Stepford polishing his well-muscled arm vigorously. He appears to be muttering to himself.
It's Zephyr. What's up?
Oh, hey. Sorry, I'm just trying to get this spot out. Not sure if you've noticed, but I've gotten a bit, bronze lately.
What does ever do?
That's sweet of you to say, but I know you can see right through me. I don't know what I'm gonna do about it.
Why is it happening?
I have an idea, but I can't be certain. It's like this. I got the way I am, all gold and beautiful and all, because in my youth I was extremely competitive. I entered and won every contest I could find. I was a complete natural. I never really needed to try. I just showed up and showed off and showed everyone what first place looked like. I lived for the competition, the cheering, the adoring fans, the tough opponents. It was the life for me.
But it didn't last.
Bingo. If we stop competing, we turn into showpieces. Our gold starts turning to silver and to bronze. It's not that we stop getting given out, but our inner essence changes.
So that's what's happening to you.
It is. Eventually, we come to a turning point. It's either get back in the fight and risk the arena once more, or retire and spend our time polishing up, clearing away the patina, and covering up what can't be cleared away.
Sounds like you need to get back out.
You make it sound so simple, but I'm afraid it's not. There's all sorts of things that can happen. In any case, now that we're getting to know one another, I have to tell you something. I started doing all this tanning because, well, I'm actually all pewter underneath. Pewter! Like, what place even is that? 12th?
I don't know.
Exactly. I'm afraid the time of decision is upon me.
What will you do?
Should I put my competition days behind me? Maybe you're right. Thanks for talking to me. I think I'd better think about this for a bit. It's not an easy decision. If I compete again, I could get hurt or even lose. And I don't think I could bear that. Come see me again sometime soon, okay?
Vera? Alright. So now we have 2 more.
I've been wondering when we would see you again.
Yeah, we were just talking about you.
What were you saying?
All good stuff.
They were talking about how good you look.
What are you doing? You ain't got no chill.
I'm just telling the truth.
But you could be a little more coy about it.
Oh, hey, look who's here. Weren't you two just talking about them?
Yes, Gwendolyn.
They think you are just the cutest thing ever. You should have heard what Kurt said about you.
Okay, that's enough.
Oh, look at them both. They look so embarrassed. I haven't seen Rod like this since he tried to hit on me.
Okay, I think we're all good.
Oh, wow, so flustered. Oh, this is pretty funny if you ask me.
It's not funny. Yeah, what Kurt said.
I think it's awfully sweet that you two were talking about me. You can't tell me you think I'm cute yourself. You let women speak for you. You both are chumps.
I mean, we could. But, you know, we were just talking about it between us. We didn't know Gwendolyn was listening. Not that it would change the way we feel about you. Not that we feel any way about you. Not really. Not that we couldn't feel some way about you. There's always the option, and only if you agree. Totally. Only if that happens. So, okay. I'm completely embarrassed now. Can we end this, please?
You two want to stop talking? That's your favorite thing to do.
Thank you, Gwendolyn.
I sense a hint of sarcasm in that thank you. You are not okay, are you, Rod?
And to think you liked Gwendolyn. Cooler heads prevailed there.
Oh, projection. This is getting bad.
Okay, we're ending this conversation right now.
I think you should leave before they explode from embarrassment.
That can happen? I need a nap.
Too funny. Talk to the Bobbies.
Boo!
Wow, you got me.
You and Bobby stare at each other in a silence so intense and overwhelming, Bobby doesn't even seem certain if you heard them.
Boo!
I heard you the first time.
Oh, okay, I see. A fellow stone-cold gangster. I got you. Welcome, recruit, to the future location of the heart of the Pin Crime Syndicate.
Bobby gestures expansively to the laundry room.
Just look at all the opportunities here.
I just need detergent and dirty clothes. Tell me more about it.
Oh yeah, I like the sound of that, boss. So check it out. I call this one Sud Scam. You go out around the house, spilling stuff all over the place. You know, by accident. Wink, wink, wonk.
They wink at you 4 times in a row, huge and exaggerated, just to be sure you're both on the same page.
When they're like, oh man, what do I do? My clothes are ruined. You tell them you got just the person for them. And you send them to me. You wash their clothes. And while that's going on, I go through their pockets. Next thing you know, we're rolling in the dough.
But they don't have anything in their pocket.
Yeah. I guess we aren't all mega-rich gangsters like myself walking around with fat sacks in our pockets. So maybe there is just one tiny flaw. All right. Let's see how this one strikes you. I call this one the old switcheroo. People bring us their laundry. We take that laundry and sell it online. Then we replace it with cheaper pieces that fell off the back of the truck. When they say, hey, that's not my clothes, we're like, yeah, it is. I look at you and I'm like, that's what you brought me, right? And you go, yeah, boss, that was it. And we just stare at the customer until they leave. How about it?
I didn't think you could have a worse idea, but I'm just not sure we're going to get much money for any of the clothes in this house. Thing is, that scheme only works once, and we need to be able to repeat it.
Damn it, recruit. And you're right. The scam's gotta be self-sustaining. Otherwise, there ain't no point. Okay, so maybe that one wouldn't work. But there's gotta be something good here with stealing clothes. After all, that's where people keep their valuables.
A red-haired laundry hamper explodes into your midst, all rage and indignation. She points at Bobby with a trembling hand.
Stealing clothes?
Ah! What the hell?
I won't let you take anyone else! Never again, you hear me? Never again.
Calm down, you harebrained harpy. I'm just spitballing ideas here.
She points at you now.
Take your kidnapper friend and get out of here before I toss you out myself!
I'm going! Yeesh!
Bobby twists out of her reach, making their way to the door with you.
Damn! Bobby Pin can read a room, and I'm reading that the laundry room ain't the place for pinning. All right then, newbie. Here's your hint for the next place you can find me. I'm a pin of business. A legitimate business pin. You got that? Pin out.
Business pin. What the hell does that mean? Business. Bathroom or something? I hate it when it gets dark in the house. You can't really Oh, there's shit. Got it. Alright guys, I think that's where we're gonna stop for tonight. Thanks for tuning in. If you haven't followed the Twitter or the YouTube, I'd appreciate it if you would. I'll be back tomorrow around 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, and we'll date some more house objects where we end up. Other than that, have a great rest of your night, and thanks for watching.